is Highly Black and Flavored, The Return, Episode 5. My name is Kenneth Davis,
And I'm Jakese Crockett.
and we are back for another fun-filled episode. Jakese, you going to take the road. Let the people know what we talking about today. What do we got?
Man, 2023 is what we talking about today.
Trash.
We are 11 months in. It's over. The year is over. I hope y'all hit y'all goals for this year, because I don't think I set much of anything but just trying to survive. And that's barely happening. But we'll roll into some of these topics that, caught my eye, that kind of rolled down my timeline, that I think we should pay a little bit of special attention to. First things first, the SAG-AFTRA Strike is over. For those that don't know, that is for everybody that's in social media, movies, the Writers Guild, all of them. Their stand is finally done, and we can go over some of the things that they wanted to implement that they decided heavily, they got what they wanted realistically. And I was always it was kind of in the back of my mind how this was going to go, because it popped up for me once. I think we might have discussed it, where it's like, hey, how are people getting paid? We like to watch TV shows on stream now. So HBO, oh my bad, Max. You've got Amazon Prime, and it always wonders, your celebrities aren't getting paid. So
what is it? Max Discovery, something like that now.
Did they just change it again? No way.
Yeah, they did.
Saw it in the movie theaters.
I think it was
Max.
It was HBO Max Discovery, and then they might have pulled it. So that might be the full on company's name, the actual brand. Yeah, but I think it is Max, and that was a stupid fucking idea to start off with. But continue.
I was like, why would you do that? But we'll go over some of the topics that they got implemented. So they have new wages and benefits for a 3-year period over a contract. So that's really great for, upcoming actors or writers on a project. They can have, a little bit of more security when it comes to these projects. And I think that's amazing. They've got a fund that compensates those actors when they're on streaming service shows. So anything that has not popped out on regular cable, it's just gone straight to Netflix or anything like that, they will be getting paid for that. And I think that's downright awesome, because I think it sucks when you're an established actor, right? And you've worked on this show, you've been in Hollywood, you've been on all of these commercials and stuff. Then you get an idea, or you get brought on for a new show, right? And it's not going to be moving through those same foundations that you normally go through. It's just on a streaming service. So where's that line drawn to where you get paid for? And that's something they made distinct in their talks. So I think that's awesome. They get a 7% wage increase. So more money, y'all. More money. And then I think we definitely all have seen in TV shows where the wardrobes it's not hitting right. It doesn't appropriate certain cultures correctly. So
they need to pay those people. The wardrobe department is super important. There's a reason why it's its own Oscar category, because some movies have went well beyond and out of their way in the costume department. Shout out to the people that have made a living and have really snapped in the costume departments for major motion pictures and your independent motion pictures too.
Yeah, those people are like your barbers. They will make or break your deal. It's all crazy. And then something I wasn't really too sure about when it comes to, being an actor or a writer is an intimacy coordinator. It pretty much sounds like exactly what it is. If your show, movie, or whatever has any type of raunchy scenes, you ain't wrong. But those people that actually direct that, they're gonna be, I guess, compensated more when the shows have nudity or simulated sex. I had no idea that was a thing. I kind of just thought they was on screen getting jiggy with it, or not. they green screen it out or whatever. And I think that helps a lot with actors because if you're on set with somebody and you do not like them and y'all can't like work together, that's going to be a terrible product right there, in my opinion.
No, you're right. And um, with these intimacy coordinators, they are there so they can coach. Because not everybody, the actors are not the characters they portray. Contrary to some method actors and whatnot, they're a lot of different people have they have their own personalities. They have their own relationship with sex within itself. So when you're portraying whoever you're portraying, there may be certain aspects of your personality that you may bring into that scene, but at the end of the day, it's still scripted. It's still a scripted scene that you have to get through from point A to point B. And if you may even have to change up your tendencies since you're not having actual sex, unless it's an unsimulated scene. You're not having actual sex.
Bricked. Hello.
You have to be a professional. You have to be a professional, and there has to be somebody there to really bring you through that process. And it works like that for anything, for shootouts and for scenes where there's a military presence. There's often a coordinator. For movies where it's people living a certain lifestyle, or if it's about somebody's life, hopefully you have somebody that was around that lifestyle, around those people, that help get it right.
Yeah,
And the
guided in the
same
right
the same thing
direction.
is applicable to your intimacy coordinators. And not to say they're some type of sex gurus, but they know how the sex scene is supposed to look. So that's why you watch. How much of HBO do you watch?
I think I have a Max account, and I just for the life of me, I just go to my homie's place and we watch something, and I promise you, I don't even get 10 minutes in. I sit on this couch and I KO. We just watched. Oh, what was it? We tried to watch a movie last night at his place after getting some free eats. So happy Veterans Day, y'all. Can't forget the big people that served
Thank me,
and
thank me for my
defended
service.
our freedoms and rights. Don't thank me
Well,
for my service. Yo, speaking of thanking me for my service, I think every military person, veteran, or actively serving, they get confused when you hear that phrase. Thank you for your service. I feel like giving people the 1,000 yard stare when they say that at me, and I'm like,
uh,
ah,
what? Thank me for my
I'm
what?
just gonna keep it to myself.
Uh,
Right. I don't know how to respond to that. It's like knocking.
just
It's like when someone knocks on the bathroom door and you're using it, and it's like, what do you say? Hello, I'm using it. Like you just mind blank at it.
don't be weird. Just say thank you, God bless, or thank you for your support. That's
Yeah.
what we're gonna touch on that here in a second. But what I was saying about Max and HBO is that you ever notice, or it's not even just Max or HBO, it's really most scripted cable series. That first season, those first 2 or 3 seasons, well, really it's like the first season, is filled with nothing but sex. Nothing but sex. That first season, right? And I figured out that that's there to kind of draw the audience in. And in order to really
Right.
get that together, to have that many scenes and whatnot, you have to have some subject matter experts there to know what a sex scene on screen is going to look like, for it to have, the most feeling and evoke the most uh, honest reaction for that
Right.
particular scene as possible. You know, not every scene has to be like boom, 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 yeah, 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 yeah. I'm getting it. I'm like, no,
Just
no, no,
straight hammering
just
away.
straight, just straight breaking her down like a fucking house of cards. It's just not necessary. No,
It's not
no,
because that's not how that goes. Especially
and
when it's
yeah,
intimacy. Like, no.
you got to remember, like, people are people have significant others. People are married. Like, you want to just go in there and do your job and not have to worry about things getting weird. Fun fact, and actually I found this out today when I was watching what is the name of that YouTube? Small Fact Fiend. I was watching Fact Fiend, and
Okay.
they made the point that Sean William Scott from American Pie, the one who
Yeah.
plays Stifler,
Yes.
he's the complete opposite of that character in real life. He's actually like a total introvert. Like he had never had a girlfriend or anything until like after the American Pie movies and nothing. So,
Oh wow.
They had to coach him through that type of stuff too, because he was just supposed to be super over the top, and he was like a well-known introvert. But yeah, that's what that stuff is there for. You think about like all the money that these people are making for these productions, you got to show up, and you got to be there,
Yeah.
and you don't want to make a movie and have a sex scene and have it be awkward. Have you ever seen the movie The Room, the classic?
Unless it's about kind of like the first times, then it has to be awkward like that. It has, but if you have some top tier actors and they trying to bump uglies in the scenes and it's not going right, that paints a horrible narrative.
Yeah, it looks crazy because then when the scene is going and this guy looks like he's trying to have sex with her belly button, and that's not how that actually. So, bro, go watch The Room. Please go watch. If you have never seen the movie The Room, please, Tommy Wiseau's The Room. Please, please go watch it. It might be one of the greatest terrible movies I think I've ever seen in my life. It's a beautiful, beautiful train wreck. It is it's a plane crash. Like straight nosedive right into the ground. No survivors, no nothing. It's that bad.
Oh man. All right. You'll have to
You
send
gotta
that to
watch
me
it.
in a message.
And the hilarious thing is they use the same sex scene twice. It's the
What?
same. It is the same horribly shot one twice. Yeah.
Yeah, that's not it.
But yeah, there
That is
goes
not it.
there goes intimacy coordination. I would love to look more into like what that job consists of. I'm sure it's just like any other coordination job. It's just your situation is just sex scenes, and you specialize in like getting those little details down. I can only imagine.
Yeah.
I would love to hear
It-
from somebody who was actually like an intimacy coordinator on a movie or a TV show,
Yep,
and
and there go the
how
experts.
weird
They're
it
gonna
would
be in the
be.
comments. I do this.
Yeah, who knows? Who knows? We might see somebody. Who knows?
honestly. But moving right along, we have to take, I wouldn't necessarily say a brief pause, but just a little remembrance for a Mr. Matthew Perry, because
Matt.
he recently just, how do I want to say this? He passed
Died.
recently. He passed recently,
Oh,
and
I didn't want to say
people
something.
pass throughout the years. No, yeah, you was going to try and say something crazy, but he passed recently, and those who watched Friends definitely felt his impact in the world, especially when they were watching it. We were just kind of discussing here off camera. We know each and every one of the actors that was in Friends because they all had such prolific careers that just blew up more and more over the time or over the years. So it was really great to kind of just see where everybody, you know, dispersed to in their own fields. But I'll say we all have some friends in our life, some better than others, some amazing, those that will ride or die for you, thick and thin. And I think to me personally, a good friend, a solid friend can almost do way more than a family member can because they will be there for you at like 2, 3 in the morning. I
No, you
just had an
didn't.
instance.
No, you didn't.
Hey,
No,
yes, I
you
did.
did not
I'm,
just
I'm
incorporate. No, you didn't. I was waiting for
sure did.
it.
Well, I
Oh
sure
my
did.
god.
But I just had a phone call 3 this morning. Someone needed me to come drive their car because they were in some type of trouble. Trouble with the 50. We just gonna be straight up. They got caught by the popo doing something. The cop just
that's
handed
that's
me the
their fault.
keys, and yeah, they just handed me the keys and they just followed me back. And I was like, I gotta find out more to this story. But do you have any instances where you've had some friends that had done some crazy stuff in your time of need?
Nah, they went to prison.
You're jail. You're done, son.
What Charleston White say? I want to put a nigga in jail. Okay. No, but I definitely have had friends and family that have been on the other side of the law before, and you just handle it accordingly. Unfortunately, like that type of stuff does not get any easier. It's less and less with family, and actually kind
Right.
of more with um other people that are supervised, and even that's been limited. There's been onesies and twosies to where that's happened, but otherwise it's like nah, everybody keeps it together for the most part. For the most part. But
Okay,
yeah,
that's
you
not bad.
definitely check on people as much as you can, because people could be in a
Yeah,
bind.
it's almost
You never
Thanksgiving.
know.
It's almost the next two biggest holidays we got. So check on people, please. It is important.
You should. We talked about that a little bit last
You,
episode.
you don't want to hear nothing crazy about this person flipped out and you have no idea what happened. No one checked on them. Everybody's giving you the blank face where I ain't heard from this motherfucker in like 6 months.
You
I
know,
don't know what's
I'm
happening.
I'm not going to dive too deep into this, but I was literally thinking about something like this yesterday. It was like two people in
Yeah.
particular, and I'm like, okay, now I didn't try calling you. So if I come around, just know I'm gonna be out of the country for a long time here pretty soon. But you
Yep.
don't you ain't hearing from me. You don't talk to me. What's going on now? Yeah,
Same.
you can only
But
do so much, right?
no, that's true. Can't save everybody. Can't save everybody.
Nope, nope.
But
Speaking of
I will say,
saving people, speaking of saving people, I got
go
one
ahead, go
thing.
ahead.
I got one thing. Since Veterans Day has already passed, and we've gotten past Veterans Day, we've been thanked
Got
for our
our free
service.
eats.
What did I? Yeah, I went to the movies. I went to go see the Marvels. But for those of y'all that was proud are veterans, and y'all be like, oh man, you ain't a real veteran unless you got an Article 15. I need you to shut the fuck up. I need you to shut up. I need you to be quiet. That's not true. That's not something to be proud of. Hey, and look, and I'm probably talking whoever this, if you're offended, I don't care. That is not something to be proud of. Go sit down. If you got a dishonorable discharge, you don't count. You
I'm
don't
gonna start
count.
telling servers to, hey, ask them if it's honorable or dishonorable. Hey, check they
Oh,
paperwork. We
oh,
finna find out.
I bet it's gonna change. I bet it's gonna change a little bit. But hey, that's not cool. Like, you lost pay. You lost pay and you lost rank. See, it's one thing if you got your Article 15 and you learned from it and you went on and continue to have a great career. That's a beautiful thing. Most of those people can have pride in their career as a whole, and not just the fact that hey, I got an Article 15. Look at me. Shut up. Shut up. You have been in more trouble than most people in order to pull out an Article 15. Golly, come on now. Get it together.
Yeah,
That's all. I don't want to
yeah.
take up no more of our airtime on any
That that's
Veterans
that's
Day
that's it.
related
That's it.
shenanigans. Everybody changed their profile picture. I'm angry. I was furious. Don't you do it. You wasn't trying to serve no way. Up here changing your man, get the fuck out of here. Ugh.
Well said.
I'm sorry, that was
Oh,
pent up.
well said. But I will say the one thing, the military has a few good things going for it too. Those that don't know, the military has a lot of programs out there for hotels, theme parks, just places you can get discounts for being military. And going on that, I'm going to Disneyland. Do you know who said that? Do you know where that's
that
from,
is
kid?
Kevin Garnett when he won the NBA championship. Yes.
No, not that one. I'm talking about Balls of Fury from the movie.
Well, there's that one too.
Have you seen
There's that one. Of course I have.
Yeah, a
Of
great
course
movie,
I
y'all.
have.
If y'all haven't seen it, go check it out. It's just comedy for comedy's sake. But going on that, I recently found out that there has been some shenanigans happen around in Disneyland. So I'm not too keen on people getting banned from Disneyland or Disney World. You know, I've went my few times, and hey, it's neither here nor there. I've had great times on certain events that kind of brought back, you know, childhood memories, or I'm just there with like my little sister or something. Or hey, I ain't gonna lie to you, if I get my hands on one of them lightsabers they make, I'll be good. I'll be good.
Oh,
But
the ones with the sound and everything. Yeah. Those are good.
yeah, exactly. But going on that, there has been people out there abusing the disability access service that Disney provides. So that could probably be anything from disabled discounts, you know, using the disability to cut ahead in lines or anything like that. And it never occurred to me that they do that at Disneyland, but it's such a big place, you know, someone's bound to slip through the cracks. And I gotta know, there has to be an instance where you know someone that claims they're hurt or disabled, but will turn around and go do the most out of pockets. They'll be in a most out of pocket situation like the next second. Tell me, I know
Send
you got
them.
something.
I wanna send them to prison. They need to go to prison. No, there's no way. No. First of all, I will disown you. I will disown you
For some Disney?
if you decide, if I find out that you are under investigation for faking a disability to go to Disney. Wait, first of all, let me establish: was it Disney World or Disneyland?
It
Please,
was Disneyland. It was Disneyland.
that's scandalous. I'm disowning you. If your family don't ever fucking talk to me again, you are a scandalous individual, and you don't deserve peace. You don't deserve anything. If you're willing to take you have no pride. You have nothing. You have no shame. You will fake a disability to get into what might be. Look, Disneyland is
Mediocre.
Disneyland is prolific, but it's an older park. Literally
Yeah,
anybody could get in there. It's not crazy expensive or crazy out of the stretch of your imagination to get into
it's not that bad.
Disneyland. Now, Disney World, I'm still gonna pass judgment and I'm still gonna shame you because that's still within a lifetime. It's achievable. It's a little bit more on the expensive side, but people can go to Disney. Like, I didn't have to pretend like I had some type of disability. Look, my life will be over. You know how fool you look? Like, think about this. Anybody who's willing to put themselves in that situation, do you know what they'll do for money? Do you know what they'll do for opportunities? They'll sell their own baby
Oh man.
if they'll fake a disability, if they are that level, because it starts there. It starts out with those types of scams, and then next thing you know, he's like, oh, I can forge a couple of checks. Next thing you know, it's identity fraud. So
Yeah,
people who do stuff like that, usually if they get blown up and their life gets ruined, they just fall right down the pipeline and slip into darkness. If they don't
yeah.
learn a lesson
That is
from
unfortunate.
the shame that's presented on them the first time. Because let me tell you what, if I find out somebody that I know personally is faking a disability just to get into an amusement park, first off, I'm gonna roast the hell out of you. I'm gonna put you in the floor. That, and if I don't fight you myself, I'm calling the authorities. I'm calling the police. I'm gonna put you in prison.
Hey, all you got to do is get
Ooh,
a new job position. It's a
I'm
disability
telling.
checker. So
I am
you have a
telling.
disability. Hey,
You are
cool.
defrauding people. You are ashamed.
Yeah.
You should be ashamed. That's the one thing about America that I don't know why. Like, just it might not even just be. It might be a generational thing, but there's like no shame in this type of shit. There's people
Oh,
with
people
no
will
shame.
wholeheartedly do this.
Like, why would you? There's people who try to live their life each and every single day to get a little better, to live a life, and they have a debilitating situation to where they can't do things the same as everybody. Not they can't
Of
do it as
course.
fast. They can't do it at the same rate. And these people have conditions that may last their entire life. You
Right.
know, and it's like why would you try to take advantage of that? And why would you try
For
to
some funnel
ever
cake?
for some funnel cake is wild, bro. For some
For some
funnel
funnel cake.
cake
Hey, someone's out there doing it for the funnel cake, bro. And they
to
gonna leave right at the back.
ride on the people mover, that's insanity. Hell no. Party foul. That's an absolute
Yeah.
unequivocal party foul. Like,
Hey, all I'm gonna say is, like I was saying earlier, disability checker. That's who I'm gonna be, and I'm gonna be like, okay, you've got your disability, cool. Now I'm gonna lean in real close to you, and I'm gonna make sure you understand. I will follow you throughout this whole amusement park, this whole day. You know what? You're not even getting back to your hotel room without me knowing. I'm gonna watch you. The moment you step out of line, you're getting suplex. You're gone.
so
I'm making sure of it.
what happens when they really have a disability and you think they're faking it and then you suplex this person? Because suplexing a person that can't fight back is well, first of all, that's assault. We'll start there. That's assault.
Yeah.
Second of all,
Hey, it's in the contract.
it's in the
You going to
contract.
jail if you're wrong. It's just gonna be a line in the contract. You going to jail if you're wrong, bro.
Man,
That's
you
it.
drop kicking disabled people. Man, come on now. We can't do
Out
that.
the rascal.
Man, there's got to come on now. Off the top rope. I know. No, we can't. We
You
can't
gonna
do.
see me on top of one of the concession stand stores. Hey, he's faking a disability. Watch, just straight up the top ropes. If you don't move, you're gonna get hit. If he moves,
Don't move.
you're wrong either way.
I'll tell you what. This is already, and I mean it. Like a person who would literally go to the lengths to deceive people. You got to look out for those key personality indicators. A person who would go to those types of lengths to do that type of shit is somebody who would defraud people. Like that's
Honestly,
where it starts. It starts with little things. Next thing you know, you got all of these fake names, you stealing people's social security and all types of that's where it starts. From my experience and working in the criminal justice field, right, that's where it starts. I
yeah,
know this
and
turned
it just
over
escalates.
pretty serious quickly.
No, I
But
mean
but
it
that's
does.
fraud. That's fraud. And there's been several different personalities and like streamers and stuff who have and people on
Oh,
TikTok who have faked disabilities for clout. Like
yeah.
who raised you? There's
Now, I will say
no
those that do
way.
the NPC trend, they definitely have something wrong with them. That one
Miles
dude, that the hot dog
Miles
dude, the
Morales
glizzy,
and
he has an issue. He got problems.
no,
He got
that's
problems.
nah. A virtual glizzy gobbler. He has a that that is a problem. Something's actually that's a mental illness to where. And the crazy thing is, there's the virtual hot dogs, but somehow there's still mustard on his mouth. Man, broski is fucking out of here. He crashed out.
Out of fucking pocket. Yeah,
He is
we ain't
crashed the
even
fuck out. I can't do it.
gonna go on that.
Can't do it. But yeah, this person should be ashamed of themselves if they're faking disabilities to go to amusement parks that. But first of all, I'm assuming this is a grown ass man or woman. So it's
Most
like,
probably.
bruh, you faked a disability just to get on the people mover? Really? Just to ride Dumbo? Insane. What else you got, Jakese? Because
Not
this shit gonna
Dumbo.
piss me off.
Hey,
Because I'm real
So
serious
we'll keep moving.
about people with disabilities, and like you show them respect. Do you treat them like just like anybody else? And then somebody who's trying to perpetrate and pretend like they something that they not, that's never cool. That person, like that, whoever the individuals do shit like that, got zero integrity.
Of course.
Next topic.
Birdman. This dude is beefing with
Run
the
for your life.
comedian. You already know.
Run for your life.
You already know. It's Drewski, man. It's Drewski. They ran up on this man and took that dude's chain. Could have been records or whatever what he got.
It's still on the board. It's still on the board whether that was actually real or not. They was
posting it from somewhere else. That
he might be on his funny. He might be on his funny Marco type flow on this. This could be
Marco
staged.
Be killing me. Those interviews be killing me, but
it is funny.
Those interviews.
I mean, whether it was real or not, it's hilarious because he fell down them stairs and he ain't stand on business that day. He ain't stand on business. I'm all about you got to stand on your business, but he ain't stand on his business that day. Yeah. Drewski fell clean down them fucking steps, but he took off so fast. He ran the 40 and 4.3, dog. He ran. Yeah, like if he turned around, he probably would have cleared hurdles faster than you probably ever could. He ran
most def.
He ran so fast. There wasn't an ounce of doubt left in his heart whether he actually wanted that chain back or not. Nah, he did. He did. If it was real, I'm thinking it's probably a skit because there's no way Birdman is this goddamn serious. There's no way.
Yeah. Hey, it is what it is. They've been doing a Thug Dizzle for a skit that is outright amazing because it pulled attention. But I gotta say, does the date August 5th, 2023, it mean anything to you?
It's the day before my little brother's birthday.
Well, happy belated. But it is the date of the Montgomery Brawl. And I'm sure those out there remember the Montgomery Brawl.
That is right.
Because guess what? Every time I pick up a freaking chair somewhere, I got the urge to say, yo, someone trying to get hit or it's a Montgomery Brawl? What's up? But we'll talk, we'll dive into this a little bit. So, Mr. Damian Pickett, the gentleman that was there at ground zero, the one who pretty much told him, hey, you can't park there, loosely, of course. He has been charged with third-degree assault for defending himself.
Yeah, I saw that coming. We had already. So here's the funny thing about that entire situation. So when everybody was strong and proud, and everybody was like, yeah, y'all do what y'all gotta do, and everybody was like, all right, now some of y'all might catch some charges, some of y'all might end up going to jail. This is the charges part. This is the charges part. And I'm not here to say whether it was right or wrong. We didn't already talk that damn piece. Hey, man. Won't start no stuff, won't be no stuff. Hey,
he's not the only one that caught some flack from it neither.
Hey, dog,
another person, I think the man who threw the chair.
Business.
Yeah. Oh, no, you know who stood on the chair? The man who threw the chair. He stood on business, and I think all he got was a disorderly conduct. Hey, all he got was disorderly conduct. And I'm like, hey, you got a good lawyer, dog, because you was in there stoking the fire. You was in that bitch fucking.
Smacking the shit out of somebody with a chair is definitely disorderly
SmackDown versus Raw here.
Definitely disorderly conduct. There's no working around that. Because he could have walked away.
He wasn't the initial instigator or anything like that. He just happened to be there with a chair, just
the whole
hanging
conflict was happening over there. You was over here, this lady trying to get up. You just like, you know what? I used to watch WCW back in 1997. I always wanted to do this right here. Come here, woman. Bam.
Oh my God. But yeah, 2023 is wrapping up quite crazily. We've talked a bit about
longest 15 years of my life.
For real. But we've talked briefly just about, Mitch McConnell, Biden, and anything. Nothing to get too political, but just, they're getting up there in age, and it shows. Some of these decisions should not be made at their age if someone's out there making decisions for them. But that's neither here nor there. But what I did see is a U.S. lawyer. He's retired anyway, but a U.S. lawyer caught himself a body. Scratch that. He caught 2 bodies out in Panama recently. And I'm thinking, he know the law. He must have. Nah, this man.
That's a gross assumption.
2 protesters. And he forgot the law. Fuck it. But Mr. Kenneth Darlington popped a cap and 2 protesters out there.
Hey now, big dog. I hope Kenneth stood on business.
He got rid of them.
Oh my God.
He got rid of them. He took them off the census. And I laugh. We make those jokes about Mustang being crowd killers. The car, people can't drive them. They're going to hit somebody in the crowd. At some point, I don't know if it was this year. It might have been last year. But there was a ruling that said, you can run over protesters. You can kind of get them out the way. He took that to the extreme. He said, y'all blocking the way. I don't got time for this. Die. and I sent you that screenshot of him. They caught the casing in the shot, like it was active. He was about that shit. He didn't look no type of remorse for it. He just looked tired. He just looked tired of everything. So they put him in those handcuffs and he took him away.
It's crazy. So they caught that the shell is in the air, like it was an action shot. Like somebody was sitting there filming him the whole time. First of all, I'm gonna read more into the case because he could have been dead fucking wrong. And shooting at protesters, if this wasn't a situation.
He said, "You goddamn tree huggers, get out the fucking road."
I'm trying not to laugh because this motherfucker could be dead fucking wrong. This man could have, probably shot. Did he kill somebody? You said he killed 2 people.
He killed 2 people. He got 2 bodies.
Oh, so he got 2. We gotta expedite those teardrops. Yeah, because this fucking picture is crazy. Like, it's almost like you might have to put him in the next action movie because there's no way you catch a picture like this and you aren't getting an immediate arrest. That means somebody was ready, and the cops had. If you had enough time to take this picture, the cops had been called 5 minutes ago.
Of course, I think the cops' law is always kind of just around when they know there's a protest going on, and in today's day and age, everybody has their phone, so everything's getting recorded. They caught this man.
They caught this man in 4K. 4K.
Yeah. His ass is gone. And on the one end, think about it, right? I think they said he's like 77. He up there. He might not got much time left on this earth, man. So he said, he probably was like, you know what? Why not? And just sent that shit. Because what are they going to do? Give him life? He'll probably die going up a step too fast. I don't know.
Nah, they'll give him life. Because shit, 20 years might be life for him.
That's what I'm saying.
It'll be the rest of his life.
Yeah.
The rest of his life.
But, I saw that and I was like, why? What the fuck? What caused him to snap like that? Was it just being blocked for too long? Was he trying to get somewhere? I mean, he's in Panama, he might have been on vacation. He might have been trying to go back somewhere. We don't know until more comes out.
Yeah, I'm gonna look into that because that's those situations are always wild to me. Anytime you start shooting at protesters and you were not and you got out your car and said, look, motherfucker, get in your car, turn around, go take another route, stop being lazy. Oh, goodness gracious. Oh, I hate people.
Oh my God. That shit is funny. It's gonna turn into a meme. It's gonna happen. People are too quick. I give it about 2-3 more days. If it doesn't really catch fire, it's someone with the know. It's just gonna make a skit about it, and it's just gonna be like, you know what? I can't believe you did that, but I'm still laugh at it. Still gonna laugh at it.
How awful!
But
shame on you.
Yeah,
this could be a tragedy for all we know. Well, I guess we're even now because you told me that Matthew Perry had died, and I cracked a joke. So
Hey, it is what it is. An eye for an
There's
eye.
no way
But
some of this shit is making it into the episode. There's no fucking way. Well, most of it's gonna go, but
hey,
all of the death jokes, we gotta cook this shit up.
come on, that's the best.
Some of the
But
death has to
I
go.
will say, we have to mention Mr. Chris Carter, because it slipped both of us. Shame on you, not on me.
Oh
Now let me
no,
stop.
oh no.
We forgot the homie's birthday, and we're here to wish you a happy
I wouldn't
belated
say I forgot. I didn't forget.
lies.
I definitely did. Because I mean, I'm on Facebook. I see it was, and then he been posting all day. It's my
People can be
birthday.
lying on Facebook. That's why I'd be like, oh, it's this person's
Well, no,
birthday. Is it
no, no, no,
really?
no, 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 no. But no, it's his account and then his old one too. So that's
All right, so he doubled down on it. Double down. All right, all
yeah, the
right.
ones where he had the low fade and the glasses.
Oh, that picture. You know, it's funny. That picture haunts me because I know we all have pictures like that. That should not see the day of life. And I gotta ask my parents for some.
I got one that looks real crazy, and I know where every surviving copy of that picture is at.
He said I tracked it down. I'm Bruce Wayne. I
Three of
know my
them,
shit. I'm
three of them are
Batman.
at my paternal grandmother's house, and there's one copy behind my grandmother's old couch at my maternal grandmother's house. Those are the only surviving
Oh
copies.
my
They will never see the
god.
day.
Hey, I don't blame you. I gotta start tracking those down. My grandma, I go to my relative's house. Oh, look at this picture. When did you have this? Why is this getting sent around the world? I do not consent to this. Look at me.
Never. But
But
happy birthday, Chris. It's been a while since you've been on, but that's
yes, sir.
okay.
More life. We miss you.
You got your own things going on. You're walking your path right now. We
We
definitely
here for it.
see everything that you're doing. We definitely do post and keep everything in mind because we all talk outside of this, so it's not weird at all. But yeah, man, I hope you enjoy your birthday to the best of your ability. You're probably not even gonna see this until it comes out. We probably gonna clip this shit and then send it to you. That might be the best
Yeah,
option.
specifically.
Yeah, specifically so he can see this. But yeah, overall, man, best wishes. I hope you do everything safe and sound. I know you won't. I know you won't for certain.
It's a
But
safety brief.
yeah. Something like that. Something like that. But happy birthday, Chris. That's what he should be 28, 28, 29. Fuck, what am I, man? We're getting up there.
I don't know.
Fuck. And everybody, that's the fucked up part about being in my age. In my age, and specifically within our age bracket, everybody and their mama is trying to remind you, hey, you're getting close to 30. Motherfucker, I know that. I know that.
Yep, stuff is not moving the way it used to because of our job field. Certain things hurt a little more. Advanced body degradation. It is. It
I'm
sucks.
slowing down just a little bit in certain stuff, but I'm still pretty sharp
Oh yeah,
overall.
but I think that's all we got for today, man.
I hope
2023
so.
has been 2023 has been kind of wild. I want to say 2024 is going to be better, but I can't put that
I
type of
hope
energy
so.
out into the universe because I don't know. I hope so. But we want to, wish everybody, again, happy Veterans Day. Go speak to your friends, family. The holidays are right around the corner. Stay away from the goddamn green bean casserole. I'm calling people out. I don't care. I don't care. I'm calling people out.
That is a war crime. Anybody who's sitting there eating green bean casserole of their own free will. Let me find out about a black household. Y'all got green bean casserole. There aren't any additives. It's just green beans.
Cards
And
revoked all day.
I'm gonna have to fight somebody. I'm gonna have to fight some. I'm gonna have to throw this Bucky's, not Bussies. Bucky's hat. I'm gonna have to throw that joint up in the air and we're gonna have to tap gloves because that's disrespectful. No peanut
It is.
cashew salads. Nah, none of that. We ain't having it. And by the way, I will say one more blasphemous thing before we get out of here. It is okay if you want to eat pumpkin pie. That's perfectly okay. But you got to eat it cold. You got to eat it cold, and you can't eat the super cheap ones. You got to get something good. But like sweet potato pie, yeah, I don't know. Everybody and their mama swear that they got the best sweet potato pie. But honestly, Miss Patty ain't never did me wrong. I'm gonna eat that pie. Miss Patty LaBelle. Miss Patty LaBelle this Thanksgiving. Miss
Oh
Patty.
my God.
She got them pies, and they be good. They be good. So y'all don't get creative this Thanksgiving, but y'all have a
Please
wonderful
don't.
time. We probably gonna have another recording before then, but y'all have a wonderful time. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, if you want to find me, well, really, if you want to find the rest of us, find us on Twitter at Hbaf Network, or find us on Instagram at Highly Black Flavored. And
Do we even
if
use our Twitter?
oh shit, we need to, but not nearly as much. But it is there.
We plug it, but I don't think we use it.
We plug it. We put certain stuff on it. We really don't use it all that much. Actually, that's probably where I need to start terrorizing people the most, probably on Twitter. But yeah, we can go from there.
Yep.
But if you want to
2024, let's get it.
If you want to find me, you can find me at SIVAD_NEKATRE. Mr. Crockett, where can they find you at? That's on Instagram.
You guys can find me on IG at KODB_prod. You can find me on Twitch at Mystic Impact. You can find me in Discord as well. Now we're building out a community, so there's actually a place for Highly Black and Flavored there, and just anything else you want to do. TikTok as well. So on TikTok is Mystic Impact as well. Twitter, we don't talk about Twitter. That is the place where stuff goes to die. I don't use it. Not at all.
Stuff goes to die.
Not at all.
But yeah,
but y'all have a nice day.
Y'all have a good night or evening or morning, whenever you listen to this. We'll catch y'all later.